It's Social Media Trends on the Weekend Show. This is the segment of the show where we bring you some of the biggest events that have been shaping conversations across the week. Across this past week, of course, one issue that has dominated the trends on Nigerian social media is the arrest of Premium Times journalist Samuel Ogundikpe. Samuel Ogundikpe, a journalist with Premium Times, was arrested for filing a report that contained screenshots of a letter purportedly written by the Inspector General of Police to the acting president, Yemi Osinbajo. We'll take a look at some of the conversations that have happened. And of course, yesterday, Samuel was released on bail. Breaking Premium Times journalist Samuel Ogundikpe granted bail, released. So Samuel, after a lot of pressure from young Nigerians who took to the social media with the hashtag Free Samuel Ogundikpe, was finally released on bail yesterday. We'll take a look at the journalist himself, who fired off a tweet yesterday. During my detention, I had no idea of the magnitude of support that came in for me from the public. Upon my release earlier today, at Premium Times NG management explained that my freedom came because of the pressure you all mounted. I am very grateful. Thank you, Samuel Ogundikpe tweeted yesterday. Of course, like I said earlier, a lot of Nigerians took to the social media to mount pressure, intense pressure on the Nigerian government and the security agencies to release Samuel Ogundikpe. And straight now we move to Sars. Sars. For a lot of young Nigerians, Sars means a lot. Sars is the police unit that is tasked with fighting armed robbery, and over some time, young Nigerians have been, complaining about the excessive use of brutality by that police unit. And they launched a campaign called Sars, which has been trending for some months now on the Nigerian social media. Over the week, acting president Yemi Osinbajo directed the Nigerian police to completely overhaul that Sars police unit. And of course, it created a firestorm in the Nigerian social media. Joining me right now is the CEO of Tatafo, Naija, Belema Meshakhat. Belema.
Hi, how are you?
How are you doing?
Fine, thank you. Good morning.
It's a beautiful Saturday morning,
Beautiful
right?
Saturday morning. Lovely topic also.
Yeah, Sars has been on for some time now. Young Nigerians have been driving this campaign, particularly Sega Awosanya, who tweets at Sega Link, is the arrowhead of the campaign. He's been able to mobilize a lot of young Nigerians behind this campaign. And of course, across the week, we saw that the acting president finally listened to the cries of young Nigerians and asked the Inspector General of Police to overhaul the Sars police unit. A lot of issues have emerged from that development in the social media, as we would see on some of the screenshots we'll be taking a look at. Aka Ebube, Twitter user, Aka Ebube, the statesman. Finally, Osinbajo has agreed to check VAR on Sars. He has also issued them a yellow card for their ferocious tackles. The world is happy, and we hereby congratulate our legend and team captain, Sega Link, for this historic win. A lot of Nigerians who follow Aka Ebube know that he always brings in the humor of football into his analysis on events that are trending. We'll take a look at the next screenshot from Twitter, the comments that have been happening. Onyemkuzi Achukudebelu, 60 years ago in America, there were laws preventing African Americans and whites from using the same restrooms and intermarrying. What is the lesson for Nigeria? Activism can abolish bad laws and enforce better behavior. Hashtag Sars is just a first step. Well, Emma, now, what do you think? Do you think this is a victory for activism by young Nigerians?
Yes, definitely. No, definitely. It's once again we found out that social media wins any day, anytime. Once Nigerian youths put pressure on social media, the government will listen. But I want us to go a little bit further than that, because you see, the acting president given a directive and the Inspector General of Police acting on the directive should be another case for concern. Because before coming here today, I asked on my social media handles, I said, okay, I'm coming to talk about Sars. What do you want me to talk about? And guess what? Somebody on Facebook said, just yesterday, this Sars guys harassed my cousin and asked her to pay.
Let's take a look at it, because just to catch into your point, I'm sure some of our tweets, this is my problem with Nigerians. You people are already congratulating each other and backslapping over Sars. Meanwhile, you have not seen the effect of the directives. Nigerian politicians have you guys so figured out. It's embarrassing. Baba Sholakuti, as SK Sholakuti tweeted, there are a lot of Nigerians who believe that this is just a cosmetic approach to the issue of the agitations by young Nigerians to end SARS.
Well, I don't see it as a cosmetic approach. I see it as a right step in the right direction. But what we should do now is to insist on implementation, because these things are, even after the directive, SARS, they are still very voracious. They still have people that are giving them the courage to do what they do. Those people should be checked, actually.
And one of the things that was very common with the SARS police unit was that they randomly would arrest people, pick up their phones, pry into their phones, search their phones. Why do you have this here? Who are you chatting with?